everybody, welcome to Psychology of Literature class, and today we're going to discuss about psychoanalysis. Previously we have discussed Freudian psychoanalysis and also Lacanian psychoanalysis, and now we're going to discuss about Carl Gustav Jung's psychoanalysis. Jung believes that in the discussions of his psychoanalysis, he focuses on the soul, mind, and also the personality. And the aim of individual development, according to Jung, is the self-realization and the integrations of all aspects of the psyche. And he also believes that human being has this collective unconsciousness. It is a storehouse of latent memories of our human and pre-human ancestry and consists of instincts and archetypes that we inherit as possibilities and that often affect our behavior. And he also introduced archetypes, in this case themes that have existed in all cultures throughout history. Ancient or archaic image, universal responsible for people's myths, legends, religious beliefs, dreams, and so many more. Here, there are around 8 archetypes that I'm going to introduce you. First is the persona. Well, the persona archetype is the mask or the universal manifestation of our attempt to deal appropriately with other people. So we often cover ourselves and we do not show the real selves when we have this archetype persona. And the next is the archetype shadow. In this case, it is the darkness or the repression qualities that we do not wish to acknowledge, but attempt to hide from ourselves and others. And the positive side may be seen when a person feels uncountably vital, spontaneous, and creative. The third archetype is the anima. Perhaps you have ever heard about this or you are familiar with this. The anima archetype is actually the feminine archetype in men. It is a woman from within. It has this positive side in which it requires or it gives inspirations to the person who has these archetypes. But there are also negative sides which includes irrational moods and also feelings that may appear in dreams, visions, fantasies in personified forms. The fourth archetype is the animus, or the masculine archetype in women. And it has positive side in which it gives reason and logic to someone's, but also has the negative side in which it is provide or influence someone's irrational thinking and illogical opinions. And also it appears in dreams, visions, and fantasies in personified forms. The next archetype is the archetype of Great Mother. It symbolizes fertility and nourishment and power and destruction. If you're familiar with the Cinderella's fairy godmother, then this archetype can be the one or the things that shows the great archetype grandmother. The next is the wise old man archetype. It symbolizes wisdom and also meaning, humans' pre-existing knowledge of the mysteries of life. And you may find this archetype in the Wizard in Bombs or Wizard of Oz. The next is archetype hero. Archetype hero is a person who conquers an evil foe but who also has a tragic flaw. And this person often undone by some insignificant person or event. And the example of this archetype hero is actually, you can see it in the movies, in Marvel movies, or maybe also in other movies like in The Hobbits and also The Lord of the Rings, like the character Aragorn. And the last is the archetype self. In these archetypes, we're going to discuss or focus more on the innate blueprint that is capable of being realized. It is inherited tendency to move toward growth, perfections, and compulsions. It is the archetypes of the archetypes. It pulls together and unites the other archetypes to self-realizations. So, students, if you have questions later on about all of these archetypes, you may post it in forum and I'm going to answer each of the questions. For today, thank you very much and I'll see you again on the next discussion.